Welcome to your guided imagery session. It is important that you not use this audio for pain unless you have been diagnosed by a qualified medical professional. It is best to be seated in a quiet place where you will not be interrupted. Under no circumstance should you listen to this audio while driving a car or at any other time when you need to remain alert and vigilant. Before we start, make sure you are sitting upright, feet on the floor, hands on your thighs or in your lap, and back straight, if at all possible. There may be times of silence on this audio, which will allow you to better imagine a certain situation or enjoy a particular part of the session. If you should fall asleep, next time, listen when you feel a bit more rested. And so now, let's begin. It's perfectly okay not to remember everything that is being said in this session. The front of your mind may wander, but the back of your mind always remains alert, ready to motivate you to manage your thoughts creatively and enhance your overall physical and emotional health. Let's start by closing your eyes and connecting to your breath. Take a few deep breaths and exhale slowly. Become aware of the skin on the inside of your nostrils. Feel the breath passing over and through as you continue to inhale and exhale. Allow your thoughts to come and go as sounds come and go. As your breath continues to come and go. You may become aware of sensations in your body. An itch or a twinge or a particular area of discomfort. And if you focus on them, you will likely find that they also, much to your surprise, come and go. As you continue to breathe into a world that's slowing way down. If you should be in pain, don't resist. Instead, allow the discomfort to move through, as if you are holding a handful of rice. And as you slowly separate your fingers, the rice spills through, one grain at a time. Just like my words spill into the back of your mind, and you become less and less aware of any discomfort. That's right. Never surprised if discomfort shows up again during this session, nor surprised if the discomfort of chronic pain fades out of your awareness entirely. Knowing that your body reserves the right to always register a new discomfort in another area of your body in the future as a signal for you to seek medical care. Now, I would like you to focus on the 8 corners of the room in which you are sitting. That's right. Just imagine your vision expanding to the 8 corners. Maybe you would like to make the room bigger, to make it easier to see all 8 corners. You could allow your day in and day out narrow focus to widen. It may seem strange to do this in the beginning, but I'll bet you are getting better already. How big did you have to make the room in order to see all 8 corners in your mind's eye? As you expand your vision, notice how your body begins to open. As you continue to breathe in healing energy, which allows your muscles to relax even more. Your shoulders might even physically drop as you allow every cell in your body to release. As we get to this delicious point of stillness, some people say they become lighter. Some even feel like they are drifting, while others feel heavier and are aware of the secure support of the chair under and behind them. Whatever you feel, it is for you to feel as you take time on your own time. To encourage your body and mind to heal. As the deep comfort continues to spread and deepen. And now that you are in this still, quiet space, it might be a good time to breathe in a fresh perspective regarding your discomfort, because pain can cause us to feel so helpless and anxious. And over time, the feeling can almost feel like a bad habit, can't it? A habit that you would certainly like to shake. Isn't that so? And while what I'm going to say may not make sense, I wonder if in the coming minutes you could consider not resisting any unwanted physical sensation. Not even resist a thought of unwanted discomfort. Just accept whatever comes into the quiet stillness. And since you know how hard it is to think of one thing for a very long time, you know there will always be another thought not far behind. So let whatever comes into your mind come in. Don't resist. This will send a signal to the back of your mind that it is okay for you to allow the thought of discomfort to come into your mind and then move on as you move into deeper comfort. We humans can be so easily distracted. Sometimes we are right here while a part of us drifts off to who knows where. And just because you aren't aware of how it works, how a part of you can be here and another part there at the same time, it's no big deal. Because the truth is, no one knows how aspirin works, but it does. And I don't think you would argue that you are often preoccupied, totally unaware of what is taking place. Some people get carried away watching clouds move across a blue sky. Maybe you become distracted when you hear a beautiful piece of music. Maybe a popular song comes from out of the blue. Why? Maybe the lyrics are unforgettable. However, it happens, doesn't it? Your mind can be totally removed from unwanted sensations. And even though you can't always tell which side of you is more relaxed, your left or your right, or if it is your back that is comfortable or the back of your front, you don't really care, do you? It's just fun to play around with expecting the unexpected. What you might consider is how that comfortable back and soft, flexible front allows you to open to whether a certain thought is a fact or just a thought. Because if you were to trip stepping over a curb, you wouldn't decide you can't handle curbs. But that is obvious, isn't it? I wonder how many other thoughts aren't quite as obvious, which would be worth detaching from, because they are just thoughts. And you know you are not your thoughts. You have thoughts. And since you are on your way to becoming a master at detaching, you can detach from the thought of discomfort as your mind becomes captivated by something far more interesting. That's right. A part of you that you don't need to be in touch with can be on the other side of the room. One part here, another part over there, who knows where. And it doesn't matter if you can't tell what is left and right, because you can just forget the particulars and maintain a comfortable distance from whatever you choose to lose. So as we close, top, bottom, left, right, front or back, the right to comfort is what is left. You have a right to feel comfort as you look ahead to later, and then a lot later. And in between now and later, and a lot later, you can look forward to noticing how comfortable you are, because you accept that your mind is incredibly powerful. And that's a fact you can take to bed and sleep on. And just in case you need to know the physiological particulars of what brings such immense relief, medical professionals would say, when your mind doesn't accept your body sensations, you reduce the input from your sensory nerves and alter the way your nervous system processes the input, because there are thousands of switches that are often referred to as gates, where your mind can turn off, close down, so the sensations aren't communicated to your mind, and therefore you can't feel what your mind doesn't know. Simple. Your mind can't respond to a message your mind doesn't receive. So you can't be bothered. And you didn't have to study physiology or the nervous system or even track your thoughts to become less bothered. And if you don't like the thought of being totally free of discomfort, you can always allow your body to feel a very small bit of discomfort for a very short time. To know that major discomfort is definitely a thing of your past. And so now, it's time to close the session. Time for you to stretch your legs and arms. Spread your fingers and toes and bring in a deep breath, bringing energy into your mind and body. And then very slowly, start to open your eyes, wide awake, rested, alert, and ready for your day and night.